What is supposed to be on the screen behind us? Can we turn off the phone screen?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's okay. It's okay.
No, I know how to do this. Nope. Nope.
Is that what we want?
I mean, right now, that's what we want.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm going to need Derek to
Chris
come back.
needs to step in.
And he's the podium mic. Dean Reynolds will be the wireless one.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. My name is Chris Choi, and I'm a clinical assistant professor and a co-director of predoctoral prosthodontics. I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited to be here tonight. Good evening. Thank you. So there's an echo in this room. A little help.
It's not my system. Hello, Dr. Shore.
Hi, how are you?
I don't know. glass off.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. All right, you should be okay now.
All right, thanks so much. I would like to welcome our students, their friends, family to the School of Dentistry's annual White Coat Ceremony. Now, before we begin, please silence your phones and remain in your seats for the duration of the program. I would like to also extend a very warm welcome to our faculty, staff, alumni, and guests. At this time, the dental hygiene class of 2024 is processing into the auditorium, followed by the Doctor of Dental Surgery class of 2025. Students, please remain standing. Students, as you take your seat, you'll see a note and a University of Maryland, Baltimore lapel pin on your seat. Each note includes a message called Words of Wisdom. These notes were written by alumni, friends, and family members. Each note shares words of advice and a warm welcome to you, our colleagues. I don't have wise words, but my words to you, you're almost there. We're almost there with all the students processing as well. Students, please be seated. If you have seats, not yet. I'm now pleased to introduce Dr. Mark A. Reynolds, Dean of the University of Maryland School of Dentistry.
Good evening. It is my honor and privilege to serve as Dean of the University of Maryland School of Dentistry, the first dental college in the world. And I have the distinct pleasure of working with outstanding students, staff, and faculty. So thank you, and thank you so much for being here this evening. Thank you, Dr. Choi. Welcome everyone to the Fall 2023 White Coat Ceremony. Today is a very special day for our students, their family and friends, and indeed for the faculty and staff who stand behind our students every day, every step of the way. The White Coat Ceremony represents a major achievement in the academic careers of our students and is an important milestone on the journey from classroom to clinic. It is arguably the most iconic rite of passage for students in all healthcare professions and symbolizes the scientific rigor that will inform their clinical practice and the compassion with which they will serve. To our students, I am confident that you will wear your white coat with pride and as a public symbol of your dedication to oral health care and your commitment to service and to making a difference each day. Today, we will proudly coat members of the dental hygiene class of 2024 and the Doctor of Dental Surgery class of 2025. Please join me in congratulating our students. Thank you. I am especially grateful to our distinguished members of our professional community who have chosen to share this special occasion with you. I would like to recognize Dr. Melvin Kushner, Chair of the School of Dentistry's Board of Visitors. Dr. Joanne Block-Reef, President of the School of Dentistry's Alumni Association Board of Directors. Dr. Leslie Grant, Maryland State Board of Dental Examiners and School of Dentistry's Board of Visitors. Dr. Alexander Fitzgerald, President of the Maryland State Dental Association and member of the School of Dentistry's Alumni Association Board. And all of our Board of Visitors and Alumni Association Board members, thank you so much for your outstanding service. It's indeed an honor to work with you. Your presence this evening speaks volumes about your support of our next generation of oral health professionals. The White Coat Ceremony is also an important event for many others in our community, which I am very mindful of. I would like to extend my appreciation to those who have either sent in words of wisdom or sponsored this ceremony. Many have done both. Along with alumni spanning over 70 class years from 1946 to present, we have heard from parents, faculty, and friends. Thank you. We are all vested in you, our students, and your future, and I hope you appreciate that. This is your evening. Wear your coats with pride. You are the future of dentistry and oral health care, and I am more than confident that the future is in very good hands. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Dr. Joanne Block-Reef, a 1986 graduate of the School of Dentistry and president of our Alumni Association Board of Directors. Dr. Reef's dental career started at just 13 years old when she helped her father at his dental practice in Annapolis, Maryland, and has continued until today in a private practice in Owens Mills, Maryland. Dr. Reef is actively involved in both the Maryland State Dental Association and the Baltimore County Dental Association, and of course, the School of Dentistry, where she serves the school with pride and integrity. It is my pleasure to welcome my esteemed colleague and former classmate and president of the Board of Directors, Dr. Reef. Welcome.
As president of UMSOD's Alumni Association Board of Directors, I want to welcome everyone here tonight. This White Coat Ceremony is a rite of passage to recognize the hard work and dedication you have already demonstrated through the start of your dental and dental hygiene school. It is the transition from book to people as you focus on moving from student to clinician. By receiving your white coat today, you pledge yourself to a process of lifelong learning as you begin to master the art and science of clinical dentistry. Over the next 1 to 2 years, your experiences will be the start of the pathway of how to practice clinical dentistry and dental hygiene throughout your career. Ask your professors lots of questions and observe your fellow classmates and senior dental students. Find mentors outside of the school to help you prepare for your future and commit yourself to continuing your education after you graduate. Our profession is never stagnant. When I was in dental hygiene school in 1980, I was hand dipping X-ray film and chemicals and using a port polisher to remove plaque. When I was a third-year dental student here at 1984, we were learning procedures like gold foils, amalgams, and gold inlays and onlays. We also mixed rubber base for impressions. With digital technology available to you at UMSOD, you will be using scanners, 3D printers, 3D imaging, and possibly AI for differential diagnosis and treatment planning. There is no telling what the next big thing in dentistry will be. And you will need to be ready and willing to learn and incorporate this into your practice. Besides mastering your clinical skills during the next 1 to 2 years, you will be challenged to treat patients of different backgrounds and cultures. Your patients will have different personalities, fears, and expectations. I encourage you to embrace the humanistic side of dentistry. While it is important to learn to treat patients, while it is important to learn to strive for excellence in your clinical work, it is equally important to learn to treat patients with empathy and compassion. Believe it or not, relating to patients and understanding their fears is as difficult as getting great contacts on an MOD composite or root planing a 7mm pocket. So today, as you put on your white coat and move from sim lab to clinical oral health care provider, from plastic teeth to human teeth, from a dry field to actual saliva, remember the privilege we have as clinicians to alleviate pain and restore smiles. I am proud of each and every one of you and cannot wait to call you doctor or RDH in less than 2 years. Good luck, and feel free to reach out to me or any other of our board members or alumni staff as you move into the next chapter of your education at UMSOD.
Thank you, Dr. Blockreef. It's my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker and a class of 2018 UMSOD graduate, Dr. Ekpa Eoma. Dr. Eoma was born and raised in West Africa, Nigeria, until she came to the US for college. She earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Community Health from University of Maryland, College Park. After graduation, she worked as a communication and health intern at the National Institute of Dental and Craniofacial Research at National Institute of Health, NIH. While a student at UMSOD, Dr. Eoma was very active in many campus organizations and volunteered with many other organizations within the Baltimore area. After earning her Doctor of Dental Surgery from UMSOD, Dr. Eoma earned a certificate from Harlem Hospital's General Practice Residency in New York and her Master of Public Health from Columbia University, New York. Dr. Eoma most recently earned a certificate in the specialty training of dental public health from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Eoma is currently a dental public health specialist conducting research with the CDC and is applying to be board certified in dental public health. In addition, she practices general dentistry in private practice, volunteers on dental service trips, and is a clinical associate professor in the Department of Comprehensive Dentistry at UMSOD. She hopes to continue to work to bring oral health care to everyone especially to the most vulnerable and underserved of us all. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Aoma.
Thank you. I also slept and took oxygen in and rested while I was a student here. So thank you, University of Maryland School of Dentistry, for giving me the opportunity to speak at this year's White Coat ceremony. Let me start by extending a warm, heartfelt congratulations to you all. You did it. The dream, thought, hope, idea, wish that you had to become a dentist or dental hygienist is coming to fruition. In life, not everyone gets the chance to see their dreams become reality, to live their dreams. So you are the lucky ones. That is, your preparation met with your opportunity. No person is an island, so I also want to acknowledge the support system that contributed to your being here. They should be so proud to know that pouring into you produced good fruit. I hope to encourage you by sharing a few observations from my own experiences thus far. And my thus far hasn't been that far in my journey. I'm still young. First, we are nothing without our health. How we show up in the world, how we interact with it, and how we contribute to it is predicated on the simple notion that we are at our best when our health is best. So what is health? Some say the absence of disease, but I prefer the World Health Organization's most recent definition, which is that health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. My life experiences as a child and teenager growing up in Nigeria taught me the value of health. Being the lone survivor of a quadruplet birth, losing my father to cancer at the age of 3, and the existing healthcare infrastructure led me to the path of public health. It became dentistry thanks to Dr. Remy Lekon Williams, my orthodontist in Lagos, Nigeria, who unknowingly, through her care and compassion, steered me towards dentistry. Second, in a short while, you'll be taking your professional oath, which will be a defining moment in your career. When you become a dentist or dental hygienist, you have the full responsibility of caring for others' oral health, which, as we know, also impacts overall health. It's noteworthy that access, affordability, and availability of oral health care is still not universally available. So consider the need for you to address the gap in your oral health career through the course of your career. You are not alone in the pursuit of healthcare delivery, as you will have an entire network of professionals working to achieve this goal, both medical and non-medical. We may be siloed in how we in the dental profession work towards ensuring our patients' health. But COVID-19 showed us all that we are not so isolated after all. It's very important that we don't view dentistry as a standalone, but as an integral part of healthcare. Dental school teaches you the critical skills you need to provide dental care. Now let me share with you things that they don't tell you about life as a student. This is, of course, in no particular order, nor exhaustive. You may not be initially good at it. Oh yes, no one is born a dentist or dental hygienist. Even if it's a family legacy, we all had to learn. So be kind to yourself. You may make mistakes. This happens during the learning process, but rest assured you will overcome the hurdles, and this will be the best time to do so. You will have to purchase not only plastic teeth while at the school, but much more. Let me assure you it's a worthwhile expenditure. There will be many exams to take, and preparation for them will seem endless. But keep in mind, there's a point to all of this. This is a career of lifelong learning, and once you're a dentist or dental hygienist, it should be safe to assume that you understand the fundamentals. So hang in there. Life will continue to happen to you while you're in this bubble of school. It did to me as I watched my mother battle cancer during my rising senior year of dental school. I'm happy to report that she was not only able to hug me on my graduation, but also beat cancer. My dear friends and select faculty at this school provided a lot of support to me during that time, and I will forever be grateful. The friends you make while you are here end up being very important in your life, so be there for one another. Remember to have fun. Stop and savor the moments, despite all the hard work. Before you know it, graduation will be here. Third and lastly, you spent a considerable time preparing to get into this prestigious dental school. I have been told that getting into dental school was the hardest thing, it would be the hardest thing that I would do. But I have since found out that the harder thing is figuring out what is next after graduation. While you are busy with school, try to spend a little time over the next few years thinking about what you want your career and life to look like beyond life as a student. For instance, which communities do you want to serve? What oral health issues, if you notice them, do you want to address? And what changes would you like to see in the education of oral health professionals? I would like you to see yourselves as the future of this profession, which you are, and embrace it. This way, you'll be paving the way and making possible changes for those coming after you. Congratulations, and the very best of luck to you all.
Thank you, Dr. Ayoma. Now I'd like to introduce Julia Boris, President of the Dental Hygiene Class of 2024. Ms. Boris will announce the names of her fellow classmates as they come to the stage. Ms. Boris will be assisted by Lisa Bress, Clinical Associate Professor, Division Chief, Dental Hygiene, Martha Kreiner, Alumni Association Member, Erin Marantonio, Alumni Association Member, Dr. Oksana Mishler, Clinical Associate Professor, Chaturika Udasingha, Clinical Associate Professor, Director of Admissions, Recruitment and Advising.
Thank you, Dr. Choi. We will now proceed with dental hygiene students. Sydney Bartolik, Carolina Elias, Lori France, Khan Mai, Rami McHale. Faculty, you may now coat your students. Thank you, students. You may now exit the stage. Vanessa No, Kathy Nguyen, Shannon Schubert, Tanyatan Bachira Anand, Claire Christine Alexis Valenzuela, and Erica Zimmerman. Thank you, faculty. You may now coat your students.
Students, please exit the stage. Julia Boris. Congratulations, dental hygiene students. Next, I would like to introduce Keon Manish, President of the Doctor of Dental Surgery Class of 2025, who will announce his fellow classmates' names as they come to the stage. He will be assisted on stage by Dr. Guy Alexander, Board of Visitors, Dr. Barry Cohen, Board of Visitors, Dr. Stanley Cohen, Clinical Assistant Professor, General Practice Director, Dr. Christina Pladia, Clinical Assistant Professor, General Practice Director, Dr. Joanne Block-Reef, President, Alumni Association, Board of Directors, and Dr. Kwan Sanet, Clinical Assistant Professor, General Practice Director.
Thank you, Dr. Choi. Good evening, everyone. Lalo Abdurra Manova, Katie Abu Saba, Tariq Adra, Ali Ahmed, Proma Ahmed. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage. Camille Alexander, Raleigh Allen, Amr Al-Mefle, Karsten Amazkua Winter, Dimpy Amin, Aaliyah Anderson. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage. Brian Andrew, Alonzo Aris, Imani Armour, Minu Augustine, Amani Olak, Sheryar Awan. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage. Folashade Awufeso, Mifra Bakai, Sahar Bazrafshan, Oluwatosin Bello, Taylor Bordis, Stephen Brockbank. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage. Katie Carlisle, Michael Chang, Ashley Chib, Bongsuk Choi, Ashley Chung, Nicholas Kansas. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Darielle Costa, Yegane Dostani, Caitlin Dennis, Felicia Durr, Austin Dinofrio, Dina Dolnick. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Jane Eckenrode, Aryan Imam, Emmanuel Engerman, William Evans, Zijun Fan, Ava Farabash. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Shelby Farabee, Sanduni Fernando, Darian Fisher, Jennifer Flores Pena, Ramata Fofana, Justin Ford. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Mayor Gabay, Elvira Galligan, Longhui Gao, Brian Gao, Paul Garcia Escabi, Shoshana Garfield. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Daniel Gabris, Sydney Gertson, Eitan Hariri, Hunter Harrison, Amar Hassan, Qasim Hassan. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Idris Hasuji, Jacob Heath, Sara Haydari Zadi, Sophia Heitzig, Jennifer Hernandez, Nicholas Hippolito. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Thank you to our faculty and guests. At this time, I'd like to invite the following faculty and guests to come to the stage and assist our students. Dr. Eve Desai, Clinical Assistant Professor, General Practice Director. Dr. Alexandra Fitzgerald, Alumni Association Board of Directors. Dr. Leslie Grant, Board of Visitors. Dr. Mark Nuger, Alumni Association Board of Directors. Dr. Andrea Morgan, Clinical Assistant Professor, Director of Student Advocacy and Cultural Affairs. Dr. Deborah Rodriguez, Clinical Assistant Professor, Assistant General Practice Director. Nin Lai. Naomi Hawk. Sungjun Huang. David Ibrahim. Elvia Jimenez Siriaco. Danielle Jones. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Rihanna Joseph. Torrance Hunmo Kang. Serge Kens. Daniel Khan. Jennifer Han Kim. Elizabeth Knight. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Una Ko. John Coles. Sean Quack. Neela Lahijan. Jessica Lee. Madeline Lovett. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Amy Lee. Eva Masrani. Daniel Mazza. Patricia McCauley. Lincoln McNish. Artemis Metaxa Kakavuli. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Emily Mills. Tina Mirzazadeh. Aida Mohammadi. Nusha Motashami. Ikra Mohayuddin. Isa Nasir. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Bonza Nemera. Andrea Wynn. Marilyn Okine. Brenda Andrade. Brina Patel. Samuel Phillips. Doctors, you may now quote your student. Students, please exit the stage. Queen Ralph. Aaron Richter, Saunders Riley, Zoe Ruhi, Hadra Sajid, Abdullah Senjab. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage. Gabriel Shalisabu, Sara Shateri, Jair Sinistera, Amir Soleimani, Jane Song, Julia Song. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage. Shante Stain Parker, Leah Stanko, Brian Swankowski Brown, Joel Tate, Brianna Tuservat, Stefan Toomey. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage. Winan Walters, Jarek Weber, Joshua Weeks, Adi Wise, Leon Wright, Serrano Yi, Aaron Yoon. Doctors, you may now coat your student. Students, please exit the stage.
Keon Manish. Thank you to our quoters. You may take your seats. Congratulations, dental students. I would now like to ask Dr. Nisha Ganesh, Clinical Associate Professor, Director of Predoctoral Education in General Dentistry, to lead the students in reading the professional oath.
Thank you, Dr. Choi. Class of 2025, please stand. Today, we acknowledge your accomplishments thus far and recognize your dedication to the profession. Now it is your turn to formally acknowledge your responsibilities and your willingness to assume the obligations of your profession. And as you know, we take this very seriously. Please join me in reading the professional oath. The oath is printed on the back of your program. Being admitted to the profession of dentistry, dental hygiene, I pledge myself to the service of humanity, my patients, my community, and my colleagues. The health and well-being of my patients will be my first consideration. I will uphold the highest standards to my teachers to continuously promise to maintain my own well-being and assist my colleagues to do the same. I take this oath freely and upon my honor. Congratulations, you may be seated.
Thank you to everyone who shared in this special ceremony this evening. Congratulations, students. We extend our best wishes for your continued success in the important academic and professional milestones ahead. Students, I would ask that you please stay seated for group photos. Guests, please join us in the atrium for light refreshments. Students will meet you in the atrium after the official photographs are taken. Thank you for joining us this evening. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you. Very nice.
Turned out beautiful.
Okay, yeah, really nice. Very simple.
I always tell people live events are always fun because you never know what's going to happen, but you know the purpose will get served. That's it.
Well, you really think it's gonna happen.
It's just a part of it.
It is.
Human nature.
And you got to, yeah, I've learned that too. You got to roll with it.
That's it.
We had last year, Karen Ferrone, I had my teleprompter here,
Right.
and Karen